Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So, if you look at the world around, there are so many people who are doing so many things in this economy, which can be done by some software. Okay, so which by some Python process running in a cloud 24/7, and by cloud I mean some VPS server. Okay, I don't like these fancy words. So the thing is that in this economy there so most people might say okay they might lose their job, but to be honest, like if their job is doing some computer work or like some spreadsheet management, I think it's better like if they lose their job, because it's like waste of their mental energy. Okay, so that's what I believe in. Like I if there is something which can be done with technology more easily by some Python process, then why do it yourself? Just write that solution and solve that problem. Now there are some problems which are like generic, everyone know about it, and you can find some products online, but there are also a lot of problems which are very internal to some particular group of people or some particular organization, and you can just write solutions for them. Okay, this is where you can actually make money, because Google never will never solve their problem. Okay, Google is kind of like a fuel company. If you go to GCP page, that's where Google is doing actual business. Okay, and okay, when it comes to my personal uses, I cannot tolerate Google, but when it comes to like doing businesses, I absolutely want to do business with Google. Okay, because it's more reliable. Like if I need LLM in order to solve someone's problem, which always happen. Okay, I am going to use like Gemini 2.5 Flash, because I believe like Google gives these solutions most cheapest and also the most reliable in terms of quality. Okay, so if I want to do business, I will always do business with Google, not OpenAI, not Claude, nothing. Okay, all these are like kids when it comes to like compared to Google. When okay, some people might not like it, but okay. So whatever solution you think, okay, Google have it, like image enhancement, or like now you want to run any AI model, Google have it. Okay, video generation, Google have it. Audio generation, text detection, OCR, Google have it. Now the thing is, like really enjoy Python. Okay, and when it comes to really simple solutions, I write shell script in my personal computer. But if I want to create like some more complex solution, I will always go with Python. And I like writing system D services of Python and running it on some VPS 24/7. And I truly believe like you can build such systems which are doing a lot of work and solving a lot of problem. You have like LLM, you have like a literal thinking, junk thinking, but you can resolve a lot of problem and make a lot of people's job obsolete. But again, like those jobs are like trash. Okay, so this is where I feel like I had expertise, and this is what I did. Okay, I ended up writing so many Python scripts, first for myself to resolve a lot of my personal issues, and then like some people wanted some solution, so I wrote for them. And then I decided, why not like just create like open product, okay, like generic product. So what I started to do is like I started attaching like fast APIs with my Python solutions, whatever Python like architectural solution I used to write. And those fast APIs are kind of like interface to my solution for some stupid front end. Okay, so then I started building like Svelte builds or Flutter APK builds, and these toy user interfaces for normies. And this is how I started building my business. Okay, and I still don't use Docker. Okay, I still don't use Kubernetes. I don't know anything. I mean, I know, but I don't want to. Okay, I like to keep things simple and everything in under my and only few people's control. So I don't want to scale. Okay, because if you scale, if you add bloat, if you do a lot of things, if you don't write simple solutions, then it becomes really hard to manage all this infrastructure, and it becomes a daily job. But actually, I don't want daily job. I want like a system which, after really well testing it and making it secure, adding some constraint, you can actually leave it and it will run 24/7 and it will solve problem for a lot of people. Okay, so that was my vision. Okay, so I wanted to make it really cost efficient. Okay, I really don't like spending a lot of money. So that's why for example, there is one thing which we did recently. Like there is this Recnard. Okay, so I use Recnard like for for like more than a year now, like for my personal use case. But there is this Black Friday page. So yeah, this page. Don't believe in this 2 minute counter. It's just fake. Okay. So what happened is, I eventually realized, if I want to write some Python solutions which makes money, okay, like some Python system these services which makes money 24/7 for me. And there are so many things which are already there which makes all of this simple for you. Like if you need, like for example, money management, okay, like payment, Stripe is already there, okay. So Stripe will do all, okay, this is Stripe, all sorts of like subscription billing management and all these things Stripe can take care of, okay. And Stripe gives a really nice API for Python. And just like this, if you need like any AI solution, like you're writing some solution, you need LLM, or you need like text detection, like OCR, okay, or you need like some voice detection, everything you can get from GCP. Okay. You just need like one GCP account, and you have to pay GCP, your billing, whatever, like you can pay with local wallet or whatever. So, and you just have to focus on the solution which you're writing. Okay. You don't have to focus on any other aspect, because if you're in these days, if you're doing a business, okay, you really have to focus on your expertise. Okay, you should outsource things. But when it comes to your expertise, like for example, we are more comfortable with Nginx than Vercel. Okay, like we were using Vercel, but I absolutely ended up hating Vercel, because everything I want to do, even if there is something so simple where like adding a password in front of my website, Vercel was like, you know it was becoming like, you have to pay for this, you have to pay for that. So I realized like Vercel is something I cannot tolerate. Okay, and in fact I cannot tolerate anything. The only thing I can tolerate is one VPC, like VPS, yeah, VPS. Okay, because the thing is like, we understand software, and I truly do not want like any other service other than a VPS. Okay, VPS, the only reason I need VPS is because when it comes to production, I cannot run an application, a process in my Raspberry Pi in my home, because my parents can anytime cut it down. There are a lot of issues. So this is why I need some reliability with my product. It's a light product. So this is why the only thing I need from GCP is, like I don't want any load balancer. I don't need like anything. Only thing I need is like compute, okay, like VMs, and not so many VMs, like just so you need to understand like where you are going to get the load, okay. So for example, in our production, we have like few components. So there is this one giant, like I guess 2 GB, yeah, 2 GB VM, where we are like handling our database and everything, and whatever application. So if you are writing a Python solution, and if you feel like you need some scaling, you have to ensure it's stateless, and you can just deploy it in, like for example, we have this AISys component which needs scaling because it's going to get load. So I deployed it in a whole independent VM. And just like this, there is one more component, MCP Hub, which needed scaling. So I deployed it in another VM. But it's behind Nginx. So many people suggested me you need like load balancer of GCP and all. But I'm like, no, we can just use Nginx for load balancing. So there is only one Nginx process running in our main application. And whatever other application, whether it's front end, whether it's some components, everything is behind that one single Nginx. Okay, we are using like private IP to just forward it. So that's how like I like to manage things. Okay, so by using round robin, you can do that load balancing thing, and I can have like some VMs which are closed 24/7. Like there are three ASys VMs, one is active, two are closed. So if we get like traffic, I can manually just make it live. I don't need like any auto scaling groups or anything. Okay, so this is like one thing. Other than that, coming back to this Recnut thing. Okay, so I have bought this KVM machine because GCP really takes so much money. Okay, like if you want to run like one VM, which is nothing but like T3 a medium, like N2 standard, whatever the GCP one is, it just costs like 16. I totally forgot. Okay, okay, so but compared to that, like if you see the Recnut, it's so cheap. But when it comes to production, we can't trust Recnard. But the thing is, we have like one prod environment, one dev environment, and I realized that, if I'm running like five microservices in prod, I am running like five microservices in dev. Okay. So it's same amount of money. Like if prod is costing me like $100 a month, then dev will also cost me $100 a month. Okay. Now I do understand that, we need like same infrastructure. Basically for security, it's better to have like same VPC and cloud, but dev is, many like 5 to 6 developers will get access to dev, and prod, only me. Okay. Only me or one more maybe. Okay. So, it's better to, isolate these two completely. Okay. Like prod should not be in the same VPC as dev. So what I have done is like, in order to, for, we don't really have to, we don't need like a reliable solution when it comes to, dev environment. So I'm using this server like 6 GB, and in just one single server. Okay. In just one single server, we have deployed like all our microservices, because 6 GB is like a lot. Okay. So we have deployed like all our microservices, even Grafana, I guess. Okay. So one Grafana dashboard is good for monitoring. We haven't wrote any, I have seen like some companies write their own front ends like dashboards and stuff, for, monitoring. So but this thing I really like, how cheap Recnard is compared to GCP. And I just wish for production, I can use this, KVM machine. But here's one more thing. When it comes to security, so we have a dev environment, but that dev environment is completely closed. Okay. Like there is no port which is open. Even the ports which are open for like HTTPS, HTTP, we are using VPN. Okay. That's the best security practice. Okay. So first, close all the ports of whatever machine or, VPC. Just close all the ports. And if you want to like give access, just ensure like have VPN only. Okay. And just share that VPN. So when it comes to VPN, like I deployed like root tunnel VPN. So this is something I'm just used to. I don't have any preference. It's just on top of OpenVPN, and it just make it easy to, like give access. Okay. So basically this whole dev environment is completely closed. And, since we are using Nginx, like one single Nginx, uh, it's actually easier for us to add passwords, or it gives us more control in comparison to Vercel. Okay. So this is like one thing, and I just want to show you like, we have done some revamp of our front end. So now it looks like a little bit better, and we have added like this better pricing page, better agents, and I'm feeling really good about it. Okay. And you might be wondering like, who is she? Okay. Even though like I'm saying we are the one who created it. Okay. So actually we all wanted to be anonymous. So, and these days, like product needs a story, okay, like a founder story, especially indie products, okay. So we just added a story, okay, like she's one of my friend, okay. So we decided like, what, like let's just add some story, so it will stick to people's head. This happened with me too. Like whenever I see a product where, like there is like some person's face or some person's story, it just stick more better. So, and yeah, like I have added this search, which is like really good in agents. And don't forget, like we also have like stuff like these, and this is like money related stuff. I need to do some more work in this page. As you can see, it's transparent, it shouldn't be. And this is a light mode, by the way, in case so I'm really happy. Like what we are doing is like, I have implemented this system along. Now I even have like few friends, and we also have like a one Android guy. Actually, he's someone like who is working with me for very long. Like he helped me in all the projects, and he was really good with like Android and Flutter. So he have built like this Flutter front end. Okay, all right. So let me show you like some action of this thing. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so you can do basically anything. So this is so the reason we have built this interface is because um it's a chat way to access a lot of services. That's what we are trying to do. Now I have to find like a person's photo. which I'm not able to find. Okay, this person's photo. Let's try this. With this is my photo. So yeah, we are really proud of our creation, and we are actually making more and more solutions. Nice online solution. Everything is running with System D. It's a stable system. We added Grafana for monitoring the whole thing. And what else we did? Like, yeah, we are using like the focus is like keeping things simple, small team, and creating a product which is like really, which really shines. Okay, which actually when people see, they feel like it's like $1 million product, even though it's literally free. Okay, like you can make, we made it out of thin air. Okay, so I'm not even able to buy this domain. It's so fucking costly, and also I think we might have to end up like Sioni.com or something. Okay, so all right, so that's it. That's my video. I just wanted to give you some insight. I'm not so comfortable these days making the video because I feel like my era of making videos is gone. Like I'm a product creator or something. Okay, so thanks for